So, you don't keep the first fruits. It's called the hallowed thing. It belongs to God. If you keep it, it starts destroying everything else in the house. This is one reason some people don't understand why their finances are always confused. They make money now, they lose. And then they make bad decisions. That's the worst part of it. They make bad decisions. Bad decisions is a money killer. Making bad decisions. You hear of something that is working over there. You put your money into it. When it's your turn, that's when everything spoils. Hallelujah. So, you don't act that way. You function with God's wisdom. And then, if you do what He told you to do, He'll guide your thinking. He'll guide your ideas. You hear Him loud and clear. If you didn't hear God when He told you to give, how can you hear Him when He gives you an idea? The same way you were confused as to, is it God? It may not be God. It's not God. I don't think so. Then you didn't give and couldn't give. When there's a big idea, a major door-opening idea coming to you, you're also going to say, could it be God? Maybe not. Then you delay and lose it. Or it's not God and you put your hand into it. You see, training oneself not to hear God clearly. And that's the experience of many people. They don't know when it's God. They don't know. It says, honor the Lord with thy substance and the first fruits of all thine increase, and tells you what the result will be. Read that result again in verse 10. Read it again. Can we take God at His word? Can we take Him at His word? Okay, read that. Yeah. That's it. That's it. See, earlier on in my life, as I began to discover these kind of things, I knew that I was going to be very rich. I knew, because I saw it in the book. I saw it. I knew. So I didn't stumble into it. I already knew that I was going to walk the path of greatness. That nothing was going to change that. Listen. Here's the secret. Did you know that when you're born into Christ, you are born as the seed of Abraham? And therefore, the Abrahamic blessings belong to you. So there's no room for poverty. There's no room for lack. There's no room for want. So giving to God becomes something of joy. So that's why I don't know how to hold back. Giving to God is something of joy. How can I get into the debate of whether to give God from the net or the gross? Stupid discussions. No, I get those questions all the time, and I have an answer for them. And I always say, do we give the tithes on the gross or on the net? Do we give the first fruits on the gross or on the net? I say giving is an act of faith. Anyone that your faith goes with. If your faith goes for the gross, give it on the gross. If your faith goes for the net, give it on the net. Why? Look at the promise. Use the promise to multiply on your giving. Gross or net. That settles it. No, that settles it. You know, because there are people